What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. We have some very good stuff to talk about. Here we can see blockchain is a powerful tool that can improve the transparency, accountability, and traceability of greenhouse gas emissions. Learn how the carbon neutral XRP ledger can help achieve global climate goals. Now, I want to show you something, guys, that is very interesting, because Ripple is actually abiding by the Agenda 2030 of the WEF, the World Economic Forum, right? We all know that. That's something very well known. But I will actually walk you through it in this video and in another thread where we will see why are they doing this? Why is a blockchain company or a distributed ledger technology actually acknowledged by the WEF, and why is it also at the same line, in the same line with all these UN and all the countries that have signed this global climate goals? Why do you think that is? If something is actually in regulation and doesn't have regulatory clarity, it's a cryptocurrency which is deemed high risk, right? That's the narrative that they're pushing. Think about all of this. How can a company like that actually meet global climate goals, right? If they didn't have future plans for XRP. Think about that for a second. So here we dig in the video first, and then we will dig in the thread, and you will see why and get a clear image that Ripple is the future. Let's take a look first.
One of the things that we find very important about blockchain, and specifically XRP, is this ability to differentiate and have individuation for these carbon credits as they come through. And I think that's something that's super important to developing the carbon market.
It's about creating the monitoring, the reporting, and the verifying processes, and instilling unimpeachable confidence in those processes, and doing it as transparently as possible. So that's where blockchain comes in. It helps companies like ours capture and surface the data that makes everyone certain that the climate events are taking place.
So that's the first thing, guys, right? You can see that they all want to meet this criteria of being a global climate acknowledged technology. What's going to be announced in the coming days? Now, this is also very interesting. Look at this. There is no point inviting toxicity into your life. It's abusive and pointless. So this is Charles Hoskinson actually taking the victim position again. But let's look at what David Schwartz is saying here, because it's very interesting. He's pointing towards a possible settlement happening within days. Look at this. You may want to wait a few days. Read this tweet back and think about whether you're sure that's the combination of things you really want to say. Now, that just sounds like a warning, like a be careful what you're saying, because something might happen which you will change your mind. That's basically the tone that he's setting on his reply, right? And a lot of people are talking about this because we're also approaching the anniversary for 2 years on this lawsuit. Exactly on the 22nd of December, the lawsuit was filed, and now we're almost there again. So it's very interesting what's happening here, guys. And again, we have the moon date set on 26-27 December or 6-7 January, which is also very close, aligning with everything happening. Now, here's the thread of Ripple's Green Agenda 2030, Part 1-2, as a significant actor in the achievement of the most critical goal of Goal 13 climate action. In Part 1 of this series, I will break it all down for you in regards to Ripple. Shout out to this guy. This is a great thread, right? So here we can see this is typically a heated topic. That is why I will do my best to be neutral, clear, and factual. Okay, here we have, before I go any further into intricacies of Ripple, we must first build the groundwork. What is the primary goal? The purpose is to combat climate change by enacting the Paris Agreement and meeting the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Now you can see, guys, that this is not a small thing. This is the UN. These are all the countries that have to abide by these laws. Look at this. This agreement was signed by all 196 parties to the UN framework, right? All countries committed to the agreement to endeavor to keep global temperature rise below 2 degrees Celsius. increase resilience to climate-related catastrophe, integrate climate change measures into policy, all of these things, and Ripple has to abide by these as well. And why do you think they are all integrated with this, guys? It's a sign. It's another sign telling you that Ripple is going to be something very big in the future. It's going to be used in the future. Why is Bitcoin not involved in this? Why is Ethereum not involved in this? Why are other cryptocurrencies not involved in this, right? Ripple is the main one. Yes, there are some others, but Ripple is the main one, which is talking about this continuously. Here we can see Ripple issued multiple press releases, the insights regarding the present status of crypto sustainability and Ripple's objective of reaching carbon neutrality by 2030-40. Guys, show me one cryptocurrency that has been here for a decade, is perfect for making payments, which crypto was actually made for, and then is also carbon neutral, right? It's not there. It's only Ripple. Only XRP can do this. And of course, there are some other carbon neutral assets and some other things going to be used for the future. But Ripple and XRP are so unique, guys. It's so unique. You don't have much of these combinations. Ripple leads sustainability agenda to achieve carbon neutrality by 2030, right? Here we have blockchain and crypto are ideally positioned to spearhead global finance commitment to more sustainable future. Ripple has committed to leading this endeavor in collaboration with strategic organizations such as Reba and Sabi. We can go on and on and on, guys, and show you crazy stuff here. But you can already see that they have major plans for Ripple. Ripple joins 20 supporters, including UN, CoinShares, Mining, XRPLF, and Consensus, which is Ethereum basically, which is also why Ethereum is a big thing. Globally, the cost of climate change will lead to about 3% of GDP. Here we can see achieving net zero emissions for the entire crypto industry. So forget all the mining and all the things that are happening, because that's just gonna go away, guys. You can clearly see that that's the plan. Ripple's 100 million climate promise. Here we can see allow for new types of value that are more scalable, transparent, tradable, far viable. Ripple's $100 million investment will fund initiatives such as building an inventory of high-quality carbon credits, right? World Economic Forum. Additionally, Ripple is a founding member of the World Economic Forum, which we have been talking about as well. Nearly 4,000 organizations have signed net zero pledges. It is not coincidence, guys, that Ripple is actually doing this. And it's also not coincidence that right now we also have NFTs, the start of NFTs on the XRP ledger. Many more things that are starting that will become the future, guys. This is a major investment that you can be a part of that will create generational wealth. Can you explain exactly what critical contributions that provided clarity to companies operating in the space Bill Hinman has made exactly? I know 75,000 people and the SEC commissioner who would be extremely interested in your answer, right? Again, going to Hester Pierce has seen no real movement on SEC crypto regulation. They're not moving, but that's why, guys, it's all scripted. Here we can see XRP continues to become more decentralized. So anyone who is still discussing about XRP being centralized, these are the validators. And here you can see no entity on the XRP ledger controls more than 2 validators or 5.7% of the vote, which means it's very decentralized. Go to Ethereum, go to actually Bitcoin. Most of the miners are one party, right? Which makes it not really decentralized, what people really think. It's official. The United States is developing a bank-to-bank digital currency. Now here we go, right? We started with very small countries starting on CBDCs. Now we have the United States, and this is on the Digital Pound Foundation website. Last month, Hong Kong, China, Thailand, and the United Arab Emirates showed that what settlements may look like in the future when they completed $22 million in cross-border transactions on the blockchain in the first successful test of its kind. It's in front of you, guys. It's in front of you. Suddenly, the United States could see the future arriving faster than it previously anticipated. If countries could settle currencies between themselves without touching the dollar, they could significantly soften the bite of sanctions, right? The announcement, of course, was just the first step. More testing will be done over the next 6 months, and it will likely be a year before any real money is settled on a US central bank digital currency network. First it was 3 years, now it's only a year. Maybe the next time we hear about anything, it's gonna be 3 months, right? They are testing it, guys. They want to use this, and they're going to use Ripple. So be aware of that and understand what is happening here, guys. This is not coincidence anymore. This is the ISO 222 migration, and we finish. So the official date that we finish fully enhanced, here we can see fully enhanced ISO 222, November 2025. Now that doesn't mean that XRP will moon in 2025. Not at all. They will start March 2023. It will literally be fully functioning, right? And there's even other banks and countries already using it. So get ready, guys, because I cannot show you any more proof that this is going to happen very soon. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you in the next one. Cheers.